Don't try my patience. I'm gonna pull out one foot.
Downtown between Brush Street and I-375. That's where we're located in the heart of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with Phillip Rivers and the Los Angeles Chargers. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Set, go 20, 53, ready.
And right away, he lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And they take over already 5 yards deep into the red zone at the 15-yard line.
To put it mildly, that is not the way anyone wants to start off a game. You fumble on your first offensive snap. But now what you're worried about is, does that linger throughout the game for your guys on offense? And how's the defense going to handle it? Because no one expects to run out on the field on the first play and have to all of a sudden start to play themselves. Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Left.
On 2nd and 7, Rivers complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Set, block 15. 12.
Rivers on 3rd and 2. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Badgley able to punch this one through. The Chargers, a team that's really been plagued by poor field goal kicking the last decade or so, but I think they feel they've solved their problems with Badgley.
I would say so. He went 15 for 16 in 10 games last season, undrafted out of Miami. And remember, he had 5 field goals in the playoffs against the Baltimore Ravens.
That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Set, 180.
Stafford on first down. Screen play, Johnson. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. First down Lions on a pickup of 13.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we get everybody oh, he just stuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. 9 yards on the pickup there as he'll be left with 3rd and 1.
I'm not sure that you'd call it a trick play, but they definitely showed some imagination there. I wouldn't be surprised if they want to come back and show this play a few more times before this one is over.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. A look at Kerryon Johnson, second-year man out of Auburn. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he is met quickly in the... Backfield, down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Chargers' 35-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, Stafford. Airing one deep for Curse. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
He'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Well, that gives them a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
And it's 3rd down.
Step 180, block 11.
From the gun, Rivers. And caught by Henry. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the 1st quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. 1st quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. On 1st and 10, Rivers. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and
10.
Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Pilot, 64, weak. Watch safety creep, watch safety creeping.
On third down, Rivers. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And the Chargers first down.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Here's Rivers. Complete. It's Henry. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
First down, Rivers. And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped. Damon Harrison bringing in 341 pounds of power for the sack. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time. 3rd down here.
Set, 380. Right there, 40's Mike. Yeah, give me traps. Let's go. Bang, 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 bang.
Rivers. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th. The Chargers were best in the NFL, 7 of 8 on 4th down last year, and they're going here. The fullback run. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Doing with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
On 2nd and 10. Stafford. Open man is Galladay. Complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
That's good for the Lions. First down. First and 10 at the 30.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Double up. All right, here we go.
Now Stafford. Johnson's got it complete. Give him 3 on the play, and it's a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Stafford. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 41-yard line.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
The tackle by Melvin Ingram. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the Chargers.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That'll go down as a loss of 8. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Set! 180! 49's the mic. Check back. Hey, 70!
A shotgun snap for Stafford. And that is incomplete. Desmond King there on the coverage.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Travis Benjamin deep for the Chargers. Last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Chargers will get the football at the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the 2nd half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s. Back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Allen's got it complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Rivers. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Got the defense on their heels. 2 first downs in a row and now a pickup of 8. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. Rivers again. He completes it to Henry. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 22-yard line. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Rivers with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. To the air again here, Rivers. And it's caught here, Amendola. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on third down.
Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Even. 4 down. Even.
They'll throw again. Rivers. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. Badgley's kick is good. And they're able to double their lead just before half. It's 6-0. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
Let's go.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long.
Hey, Echo. Such thing as a loss. We take it out.
The final shot before the break. Stanford throwing deep for Galladay. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So a couple of field goals, that's all we've been able to muster through 2 quarters of play. 6-0 is our count at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, so the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. The run there on first down, going to get them 5 up to the 30. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. This is Gordon as they go to him again. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down. Now they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down.
Hey, 4 down. Switch it. Come on, switch it. White, 89.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's Ty Long now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And this will be taken at the 13. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Again, it's Johnson. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. It's caught, Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down.
First down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
20, 250. It's our field. It's our field.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Now 2nd and 6 at the 44-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Stafford. Catch is made by Hawkinson, the tight end. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 28.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Now a first down throw. Stafford. Screen play. Johnson. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. First down Lions on a pickup of 13. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
At the 5-yard line.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Stafford gives to Johnson on the draw. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
He's checking. Crash. Mike 52. In the base.
They'll run it with Johnson. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
To me, that's a terrific run on 1st and goal at the 3. They got 2 yards. I'd line right back up and give it to him again.
Second and goal from the 1. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. This Charger defense continuing to hold the line. Now it's a 3rd and goal situation. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Kenny Golladay, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. extra point good by Prater. And they take the lead here at 7-6. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And a tight game after punting last time. Let's see if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
It's a gain of 6, and it's 3rd down.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 4. Rivers. Yeah, he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Taken in at the 11. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 11 yards there and a Lion 1st down. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the 4th quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Hey, motion, reset.
They'll try and run down some clock with Johnson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. So the solid run on 1st, and I would imagine no real hurry to run that 2nd down play.
No, it's all in your quarterback now. He's going to keep an eye on the play clock and bleed things down, and he's not going to let the ball be snapped until it's inside 3 seconds left on the play clock. Unless, of course, you're playing a video game, you're trying to run it up on your friend.
Nice touch. Cold-blooded, too. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And they will finally drag him down at the Chargers' 26.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss, but with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Stafford. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. The 1st down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Stafford. He'll get this one to Galladay. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another 1st down.
Lions, 1st down. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Brings up second and goal at the 10-yard line.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. To throw is Stafford. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Now Stafford on 3rd and goal. Dancing to his left. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Charger drive about to get going, and they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Phillip Rivers, no stranger to fourth-quarter comebacks. He's led the Chargers back to victory 26 times coming into this year. But work to do here if he wants to add another notch to the belt. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
On 1st and 10, Rivers. And he's got Amendola on the connection. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
Jared Davis on the tackle. A 5-yard gain on the play.
That's it, baby. We got
the Chargers first down.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
Go.
A first down throw here for Rivers. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
He's back to throw. He's got Allen.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5.
Hey, Rocket.
Back to throw. And caught by Henry. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Gosh, given the time in the short game, would he have been better off just dropping that?
Yeah, when you look at the clock, you think so, but it's hard to get a receiver to drop a football. They're trained to catch everything.
Down 4 late, got to go for it here on 4th down.
6-6, pull it high. Check 3, check 3, check 3.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. They'll run for it. It's Gordon. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
They had to convert there on fourth down, and they ran the football. Major surprise, but they pick it up. Now they've got to really hurry.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. Allen, the intended receiver.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Ready. Yellow lady. Yellow lady.
After the interception, here's Stanford. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Throwing is Stanford. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
It's now third down and long.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
49 to Mike. 49. Hey, Will. I got you. Easy. Mike's 49. Let's go. Undercrush.
Now Stanford. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
Prater on to add the extra point. It's good, and now it's an 11-point lead, 17-6. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Lions, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they will hit the road next week for a date.
Big no. Yeah. Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number